Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the infamous Persona 5 Scramble, or in this case, from what we have seen, is now called Persona 5 Strikers over in the West. Looks like they actually changed the name of the game for the Western release. I'm not too sure why they have done this or what the reasoning is behind it. Maybe it just sounds a little bit better. That's probably what it is. Or maybe they thought Western people would like it to be called something different. I'm not too sure why exactly, but we actually have the patent here. United States of America, United States Patent and Trademark Office. So this is probably what's going to be for the rest of the Western world, as well as we can sort of just seem here. It's probably not going to be called anything different compared to the West, but it might be, who knows. But it's called Persona 5 Strikers. Not Persona 5 Scramble, it's Persona 5 Strikers, and this even is like laid out and done everything just like, you know, Scramble was. I don't think this is another game. It doesn't look like this is another game. This is more than likely just the actual Persona 5 Scramble. I'm not sure why they would change the name of it, seeing as in Japan it doesn't really make sense. I mean, it's called, you know, Scramble in flat out English, released in Japan. It might have been because they called it Strikers. They decided that maybe the name didn't quite fit the game, because we kind of just, to be honest with you here, Scramble doesn't quite sound like a fighting game, really. It doesn't sound like a hack and slash game. Strikers, you know, they're striking, they're hitting. That kind of does sound like a game that would be, you know, sort of like a hack and slash sort of game. So I think this does make more sense. I don't think that maybe they didn't quite understand what Scramble meant and why it would be called Scramble, what that sort of means for the gameplay. They might have thought Strikers just sounded a little bit differently. So when you're going out there and you're buying the game, you're probably not even going to see Scramble. You're going to more than likely be seeing Strikers. So this is the actual patent for this, for the Western release. It's patented in America here, so there's a very good chance that we'll be seeing this very soon. This was registered August 25th, 2020. I'm not sure how far along typically they do things with trademarking names. They already had Scramble trademarked. This is more than likely around the time they decided, you know what, the Strikers name sounds a little bit better, so let's actually copyright that name, get that patented, so we could have that to release it in the West and other parts of the world. So they have a full-on patent for this game, and it is the also international registration as well, and they have the actual dates on there, when it expires and whatnot. So already December 11th of last year, they had the international registration of this already done. So who knows how far along the game is, with the voice acting and everything else being sort of shifted because of, you know, certain virus. There's a good chance that this is the reason why they couldn't get things done. They also were working on the Persona 5 animation getting dubbed, so it makes a lot of sense why the English version of the game maybe has had some delays, and maybe that is why the game hasn't been able to come out quite yet, because of all of the delays, the setbacks, having to do the animation, have to deal with that stuff first. I'm not sure why they prioritized the anime first. Might have been because they were locked into that deal with releasing it on Funimation. They maybe had to have a certain time frame of when they had to have it completely done and whatnot. That also might also be why they decided to go with Funimation, because they need a little bit extra help, maybe some more money, some more funding to get the animation out. Although I'm sure they're doing 5 with just Persona 5's money in general, but they have a lot of projects it seems like they're going with. They're dealing with a lot of ports and stuff like that. It sort of makes sense why a lot of these games are being pushed back. We could be seeing some backlash with having Persona 4 Golden released on Steam. Seeing some of these other games, they have some polls. We have Nocturne be coming out. We have Shin Megami Tensei 5 coming out. We have a lot of different stuff going on here where they're trying to work on multiple projects. But at least we know that we have this patent here. It shows that this is officially something they're working on. We're seeing progress done on this game. I still don't think it's going to be coming out this year. I still would think that's coming out next year, early next year. If it does come out this year, I think it'll be definitely towards the end of the year, probably around the holiday season, maybe more towards November, December. I think at this point is what they might end up doing if they try to do something like that. I'm not too sure exactly what is going to be coming towards this release, because like I've said, typically when the Japanese version of the game comes out, typically, you know, more than likely it's just a couple months after, at the latest, when we get the English or the Western, you know, international release of the game. But this has been so much longer, practically a year at this point. if it doesn't come out very soon, it'll be practically a year of, how long it's been since we haven't had this game. I mean, hell, we're already, pushing into September here. This game released way further early into the year for the rest of, or just Japanese, I guess, the Asian parts of the world, I guess I should say. So they're taking a pretty long time here to get this thing dubbed. At least that's what I can assume. But there's also a good chance, and judging from this Class 9, this patent, everything here, it says downloadable computer game software used for mobile, cellular phones, downloadable computer game, and video software. So, that makes me think, maybe, that this game is going to be more than just a release on Switch. Potentially, this might be a mobile game or a computer game as well. A lot of times people patent a lot of different things just in case, right? They don't know if they're going to do it or not. I don't know if you guys know this, but they also have a patent for Persona 5 Golden. They didn't call the game that, but they patented that anyway because Persona 4 Golden, they said, fuck it, patent Persona 5 Golden just in case. Just in case. So there's a lot of good chances that they patent a lot of things that they didn't quite know whether or not they're going to be doing that or not. So there's a good chance that this might not be true, but the fact is they did patent this game to be released on multiple things, computer, Switch, whatnot, different things. The Persona series is the most malleable one out of all of the different series that Atlus has. Next to Catherine, I guess. Shin Megami Tensei is typically a very Nintendo thing. Persona 5, though, the Persona series, we see it on Steam, we see it on PlayStation, PS3, Switch, different stuff like that. We're seeing Catherine on Switch, Catherine on Steam. There is, potential here to have this game released on multiple different things. In one of my past videos, I talked about this, about how it seems like they're trying to push towards, well, not even seem, they literally said it themselves, that they're trying to push for more multi-platform releases for their games. For the Western world and for maybe Japan, they're trying to release maybe all of this on Steam at the same time they're releasing the Persona 5 Phantom Strikers, or whatever you want to call it, Persona 5 Strikers, Scramble, who knows at this point, whatever. They're trying to maybe release this game on multi-platform. So this might come out on Switch, it might come out on PC. That's just sort of a prediction I have. That might also explain more of why they're trying to push this for different things. They're newer games that they're coming out with. They might be trying to push towards multiple releases, which is why that information we got from Persona 4 coming out on Steam is kind of good, but maybe kind of bad, seeing as how it might be a case of they need a little bit of extra time so they can release this game on multiple different platforms. That might be something that we're seeing here with how they're trying to run things. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. That's just about all I have to say for this video. As always, guys, I'll keep you updated on everything Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, just gaming news in general, this side of the world, your side of the world, wherever you are. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you want more content. I'll be having more coming very, very soon. As always, thank you so much for watching.